that you are around, of course, representing and bringing to you 1 or an hour with Steve. It has been a while since we recorded with SWAB Uganda, but we bless the Lord. And one more time, we have come again. And an hour with Steve is a program that's going to be, reaching out to different women. Of course, as we know, SWAB seeking women across the board. And as we know, that this is, of course, sponsored by SWAB Network. Globally, Dr. Samata, we honor you. Thank you very much for this opportunity that you give unto all of us. So it's such a wonderful time for meeting you again, all the viewers, and across the world. So back to us, we have a visitor with us, and she's, okay, I even don't know how to start talking about her. She's got to, of course, introduce herself, but just a simple brief introduction about herself. She's my biological mom, and I'm very much honored to bring my mother on board with you and with everyone that is watching in. She's going to tell us what she is doing, why is she doing it, why did she start that, and of course I don't want to introduce anything before we get into what we are going to do. So right now, allow me to say that you're all welcome. Tell somebody to join in and wish blessings as we connect in. Yeah, hello everyone. Of course, as I've told you earlier, that we are having our visitors around, and of course, here they are, ready to introduce themselves and tell us why they're here. Please, let's start with you, gentlemen. What's your name and what are you doing here?
My name is Abraham Chigundu. I'm really blessed to be in this place. I'm here, I'm acting as an interpreter today. I'm really so happy and glad to be part of this show and our Steve.
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, we can see a lady here with us, and of course we want to get to know her name, and we shall fully dive into what we are doing today. And she has a nice smile already happening here, but then we are yet to know more about her and what she's doing. Please help us, tell us your name, be comfortable to use the language you're comfortable with, because you have an interpreter.
Madame Namarome Joyce, the hairdresser.
My name is Namarome Joyce, I'm a hairdresser.
Okay, Namarome Joyce, nice meeting you, and we would want to know, okay, when were you born, if you're comfortable with it? Well, the date, if you don't mind, and we, just hear you out, and the day you were born, the month, if you're okay with it, and the year.
Nazaliwa, nakuza mwezi 28, mwezi ogw'omunana, 1997.
I was born
1993.
I was born on 28 August 1993.
That's 18. 1973. Okay. So you're born on the 28th of August 1973. Okay, that's nice. Thank you very much. That sounded like you had, it's okay. At times, yeah, when we grow, we think about lots of things, and, yeah, it happens to leave our memories. That's where we are heading to, Okay, thank you very much for sharing with us. Can you help us and tell us which district was that in Uganda, or you were born in another country? Are you Ugandan or?
Yeah, I'm Ugandan.
Okay.
I'm a Ugandan by birth.
Okay, which district were you born in Uganda?
Bali district.
Okay. Nice knowing. Just a brief knowing about you. How many children do you have? Are you married or are you single?
Siri mufumbo wampita, naindi mufumbo.
Okay.
I'm not married in church, but I'm married.
Nina abana batano.
I have 5 children.
Okay.
They are all boys.
They're all male.
Yeah, they're all male.
Oh, okay. Nice knowing. Thank you. And I'm sure God gave you male children for a reason. I think, does it make you feel protected in a certain way or the other? Because you have male children? Okay.
Whenever I was always pregnant, I was always happy to have a male child because I always loved male children.
Oh, okay. All right. So, do you feel protected? Please interpret it for her. Do you feel protected having male children?
Yeah.
Okay. That's nice. If you feel protected, that's great. So, that's a nice brief background. So we are going to get to know how you got with what you're doing. So tell us, what job did you first do that is a professional one or that you've been doing for a while?
Bingi.
It's a lot.
Okay.
When I got married in 1991, my husband was 23 years old. I was 19 years old.
Wow.
We were all young. The job was not very fine. I also had to work. I started hustling. I sold steamed maize. I sold roasted maize. I sold jackfruit. But all those were not giving what I wanted. I started asking the Lord, what job can I do? As I am still hustling slowly. I fried fish. Which was quite hard for me.
Yeah. My husband was too clean for the jobs I was doing. He didn't want the stench of fish. That smell.
Yeah. I went to Owino Market. I started a business of selling old clothes.
Those are the second-hand clothing? All right.
It all failed. I tried to pick and hawk around. It all failed. There is another job I tried, but I tried lots of careers. I tried supplying banana in the markets. It also failed. I tried to work as a waitress in a restaurant. It also failed. Until one day, God. I was in church on Sunday. We were praying. We had gotten a visitor from Rwanda.
Minisita wa Katonda.
She was a minister of God.
N'ayogera.
She spoke.
N'agamba waliwo wano omukyala.
She said there is a woman here.
Katonda agenda muwa ekitundu ky'okusiba enviiri.
The Lord is going to bless you with a talent of plaiting hair.
Abadde abuuza Katonda.
She has been asking God,
akole mulimu ki?
what job should I do?
Naye Katonda amuwadde ogw'okusiba enviiri.
But the Lord has blessed her with plaiting hair.
Mu church mwalimu omukyala nga musibi wa nviiri.
In church there was a lady who was a hairdresser.
Omukyala oyo n'ayimirira.
And that lady stood up.
Naye nze nali saayimira kubanga nali si.
I didn't stand up because I didn't know that the message was mine.
Naye omusajja oyo n'agamba nedda si ggwe.
When the other lady stood up, the woman of God said, you are not the one. The man of God said, you are not the one.
Paka n'agamba kaniko omwoyo mutukuvu amugye.
Until he said, let me let the Holy Spirit point out that person.
Omwoyo mutukuvu n'anzigyayo. Omwoyo mutukuvu bw'anzigyayo. Omwami ono n'ayogera. N'agamba nnyo.
The Holy Spirit pointed me out, and when the Holy Spirit pointed me out, the man said, that is the woman.
N'ayogera n'agamba nti n'ankolako obunabbi n'agamba nti mukyala gwe ogenda kubeera musibi wa nviiri, ogenda kubeera ne saluni nga nnene nnyo, ogenda kubeera mukyala w'amaanyi, Katonda agenda kukola binene mu ggwe, ogenda kukola ebintu bingi ng'oyita mu saluni.
He prophesied and said, you woman, you're going to have a great salon, you're going to have a good business, you're going to make a lot of money and a lot of things out of hairdressing.
Nkibeerawo n'eŋŋamba wow! Naye nga sitegeera waawe ngenda okutandika.
When the man of God prophesied, I got so happy. I said, wow, but I didn't know how it was going to start.
Okay. Excuse me. So that time, could you be remembering the year? Which year was that when that happens in?
Yeah, 1993.
It was in 1993 when the prophecy happened.
Wow. Okay. That was nice. So we are going to jump a bit of some things. When do you start involving into the prophecy? Now they are prophesied about you, it has happened, but when does it start?
1994. 1994. Okuddako emabega katono, bwe nali nga nkyali muto, nasibanga obusubi. Bwe nasanganga obusubi nga bungi, nga nsibamu ekiswayiri. Naye saamanyanga. Yes, omwana azannya ng'omwana bw'azannyaako n'ebintu, omwana bw'azannya ddole, nze nasibanga. Ebintu bye nasanganga obusubi ku kkubo nga nsiba.
To go back a little bit, when I was still young, I used to find grass and I used to plait little braids out of grass, like how you would see children playing around. I used to play around with grass, but I used to plait braids out of the grass.
Kati nekinkomyawo 1994 nafunamu obutategeragana n'omwami wange.
In 1994, I got some misunderstandings with my husband.
Ng'afunyeyo omukyala omulala.
He had gotten another woman.
Nga kyetaagisa okubeera nga nina omulimu.
It required me to have a job.
N'entandika okuwulira ku mutwe gwange nga nina okubeera n'omulimu.
I started feeling it on me that I need to have a job.
Kubanga kuyomba kwali kungi ewaka.
It was too much quarreling at home.
Obuyambi ewaka nga butono nnyo.
It there was little help at home. I felt something forcing me that I need to have a job. But I felt like I need to be a hairdresser. I went to my friend's salon. I asked her, can you be teaching me how to plait hair? She told me the amount of money she needed to teach me how to. At that moment, I didn't have that money. I felt so down. I didn't have any knowledge on how to do it. I got down on my knees. I asked the Lord, how am I going to start? How am I going to learn how to plait hair? He told me I'm going to be a hairdresser, but I don't know how to start doing it. I got a thought telling me your clothes. A thought came into my mind. It's like, I used to hawk clothes. I can sell these clothes I used to hawk and get money. I washed all my clothes very well. I ironed them and put them on a hanger for people to buy them.
So these were personal clothing.
Yeah, these were my own personal clothing I used to put on.
Wow. Okay.
I sold them. People bought them. At that time, 300,000 was a lot of money. That was the amount the woman asked for me. I blessed the Lord, I had lots of clothes. I sold these clothes, I got the money and paid the lady. The lady told me, come and learn hairdressing. I went and started learning how to plait hair. But I didn't have what to eat. I used to stay without food, but it was because of what I really wanted, and I really wanted to achieve the goal I wanted. By that time I was pregnant. I was pregnant with my son Timothy. I didn't care to know if I was pregnant, if I was not, but I had high affinity for hairdressing at that moment. God is merciful. I finished the course of hairdressing and I started working.
Okay. Wow. We are getting there. That's quite interesting and nice to hear from you. Wow. So you start hairdressing, I don't want to go much in your family. I just want us to stay on the track of hairdressing and your life. Anyhow, but if you feel led to share about that, it's well. So just a little bit about that you've been sharing. So in that time, you were pregnant and learning hair, and you are very persistent on it. Like you did not give up.
No.
Wow. All right. So just a message, from this show, please. If you're there and you're doing something and you're looking out to do something, I would want to encourage you that no matter what you're going through, be consistent, be persistent, chase that dream, just like this lady did, as we're about to see with time to come, and we're about to know what happened. Thank you very much. We are still getting connected with us. Oh, yes, we are back again for our wonderful session that we are to handle one more time again. We are still with Madame Namarome Joyce, of course, and Mr. Chigunda Abraham, and of course going on with our program and our session, knowing more about the African nation. So thank you for that brief background that we have had with you. Now, these questions that I'm going to be asking, they are going to be specifically about hair dressing. Okay, so to start with, like how many hairstyles are there? Like endless, or how many styles that could you plait, or can you remember?
Styles nyingi zensobola okusiba oba zensobola okustylinga. Styles zirina enjawulo okusinziira ku ekigenda okubeerawo.
There are several styles I have and several styles I remember and the ones I know. Every style of hair depends on the occasion and event that it is going to be used at, like functions, wedding. It depends on the function, the style of hair to use. Okay.
I've had some simple styles like swaz, pencil, waves, wigs, something like that. Why do you think women love these styles, and why? Okay, let's start with this question. Why do women love plaiting hair? Okay.
Ayongerako class, ayongerako eddala lya beauty.
When a woman plaits hair, they plait hair to look nice, and at times it is used as a tool to show status and class and to add on beauty on someone.
Okay. But do you realize that there are many times, like now in our generation, there are lots of girls and ladies that put on wigs and weaves, but it doesn't really signify that that's where they belong. Someone can buy a wig that is expensive, yet they are living in slums or ghettos. So how could you explain that?
Umuntu wayambala wig, like human hair, abeera wa bbeeyi. Bw'omulaba ng'ayambadde human hair ku mutwe, abeera wa bbeeyi. Bw'omulaba olowooza nti alina emmotoka, olowooza nti yazimba, alina amaka, yesobola ki abawala bagula enviiri nga za bbeeyi ne bazeeteekako. Then oba omusajja amwagala amulabe nga wa bbeeyi.
Women, like girls, they buy hair, like human hair, and put it on their head to show status. Like if a man is to approach this woman, this man will see her as an expensive woman, an expensive lady. And when someone looks at someone who is putting on a human wig, they to their mind they believe this person has a car, this person is actually well off.
Okay. So since you plait hair, Okay, I'll ask this question as the last one. I'll ask it later on. Let me wait to ask it right now. Okay, so you said plaiting hair started with a man prophesying over your life, and of course a lot was spoken. You sold your personal clothing, you got money, and then you started learning how to plait hair. So time went on, you got your own salon, I believe so. Yeah, you got your own salon. So when you got your own salon, did you continue plaiting hair as a prophecy, or now it went beyond a prophecy and it became passion, that's something you loved and desired to do?
Niwe kuba kusoma nage okuva obunabi bwe bwagwa nekinyingira munda munze netandika okuwulira nga nkyagala okuviira ddala munda munze nga nkyagala.
From the day I received the prophecy, I started the prophecy just impacted me, and the love for hairdressing dug deeper in me. I continued loving hairdressing more and more.
Bwe natandika okusiba enviiri netandika okufuna ssente, nalabanga gwe mulimu omulungi okusinga emirimu gyonna emirala.
When I started plaiting hair, I saw it as the best job, and the best job in the whole world, as I can describe, compared to other jobs.
Okay. So can you name to us some hairstyles that you loved plaiting, or you enjoyed plaiting women?
Sirina nviiri zembeeraawo neŋŋamba nti zino nzaagala nnyo oba zino sizaagala, naye buli kika ky'enviiri nali nyanguwa mangu nnyo okukitegeera ate nenkikola n'okwagala.
I don't have a specific hairstyle that I love, that the one that I really want to do, but every hairstyle, either new, either old, I do it quickly and learn it at that instant that it has been shown to me.
Ekintu ekikulu kyensinga okwagala, njagala enviiri z'omuntu, enviiri zennyininyini ng'enviiri eziri ku mutwe, ezo zensingira ddala okwagala. Era bwe mba nzikolako n'obwegendereza. Saagala kulaba nga zikutuse, saagala kulaba nga zoonoonese, wabula mba njagala kulaba nga zeeyongerako.
The thing that I love most is the hair, the natural hair on someone's head. Whenever I'm working upon someone's hair, I love to see that the hair is growing well. I love to see that the hair is strong and moist. I don't want to see it breaking. I don't want to see it not in a good state. I love the hair, the real hair.
Okay. So the passion is about the real hair of a person. That sounds nice. Yeah. Okay. So since you don't have any specific type of style that you love, can you mention to us some hairstyles that you did when you were plaiting? In Africa here, of course.
Twasooka ne tusiba obuswayiri, ne tuddako ne tusiba kanasatu, ne tuddako ne tusiba kanabbiri.
I think the Kiswahili, that's his swaz.
Yeah, that's swaz.
Then braids. Okay.
And then twist.
Okay.
Then 3-3.
Okay. All right. So you have pencil.
Swaz.
That's still swaz, eh?
Yes.
Okay.
Pencil,
Wow.
they became yava mu Swaz nejja mu pencil.
Okay. Pencil comes from swaz.
Yes.
Swaz is real hair.
Swaz Swahili nga basiba butini naye bateekamu akakuni naye nga butini naye kati penso nejja eva mu Kaswahili nebeera ng'eteekebwamu omuguwa munene neefuuka sitayira ya penso.
SWAB, it started from, they used to add a little thread to your hair, and then pencil came from SWAB. They add a small thread, then the bigger braids to make it a big SWAB. That's what pencil is.
Okay, all right. It sounds like she's really experienced, and it really sounds nice. It sounds nice knowing about this. So we are coming back for I think it could be the last session, and we shall be getting to know what it's holding for us. So we're back again. I think this could be our last session. Of course, still on the show, an hour with Steve. Still having, the woman of God, Ms. Namarome Joyce, and then Mr. Chigunda Abraham. With us here, I your host, Steve, with an hour with Steve. Okay, so this could be our last question, or among our last questions. What could hair mean to an African woman? What could hair mean to an African woman? What could it represent in culture? What happens to hair when some incidences happen? Okay, let's start with what could hair mean to an African woman?
Enviiri kitiibwa kya mukyala omuddugavu. Enviiri kitiibwa kya mukyala omuddugavu. Before nga sinaba kukola nviiri kuba sinaba kugenda mu section y'enviiri, bajjajjaffe baakuzanga natural hair.
The hair is a black lady's pride in Africa. Before I started plaiting hair back then, our ancestors used to grow their natural hair.
Nga bazikwata ne zibeera nga nnyingi, bazookya n'ebisaniizo eby'omuliro ne zibeera nga zibeera straight. Baakozesanga ebintu ebirooko okulaba nti enviiri zirabika bulungi. They
used to straighten their hair using local stuff, like they used to get an iron comb, a comb made of iron, and they blow dry using that iron comb. They dip it in fire, they put it in the hair, they hot comb to see that the hair looks nice and untangled.
Bakolanga nakyo ekirala paka okutuuka ebizibu ebyajja ne tubeera nga tukola straight n'ebizibu ne cosmetics ne tubeera nga tukola straight ne bibeera nga enviiri za nakyo ez'omukyala wa Africa zezingazinga, kati okuzigolola nga tuzigolola n'ebizibu nga omulembe gutandise okukola okulinnya.
As time went on, when they introduced a first with like relaxer, hair relaxer, we started applying hair relaxer. Like, African hair is curly and tangled, so they used to apply the relaxer to relax the hair so that it is untangled and easy to comb.
Okay, Wow. I hear you. I hear you. Trust me, let me help everyone out there. You're trying to follow out the story. Why, of course, Africa, hair is very important to an African woman. So there is this myth I usually hear that I don't know if it's in all people, but I've had in some instances that when a person dies here in Africa, they shave off your hair. Why is the reason why they do that?
Omuntu bwafa mu Africa ng'alina enviiri yasiba wig, ng'ateekako wig, oba human hair oba weaves zonna ezino eziri local, balina oziggyako omuntu n'asigala ne natural hair.
When someone dies in Africa with pleated hair, they take for instance wigs, human hair, or any other extensions they put on hair, they remove it so that someone is buried with natural hair.
Wow. Why do they do that? Is it being original? Is it letting the person go without something duplicate or fake?
Ndowooza kiri kyava mu byawandiikibwa oba kati kiri kale kyo nti tebeetaaga omuntu talina kugenda n'ekintu kyataakola kyataazaalibwa nakyo. Enviiri si nnongoofu, gundi ebiviiri bye tukozesa okusiba abantu ku mitwe,
the braids and the wigs,
si birongoofu omuntu okugenda nabyo.
Okay.
It is not, I think it was taken from the Bible, or it is culture, or it is custom. It's not holy for someone to be buried with unnatural hair, because Africans believe that the unnatural hair is unholy and unworthy. We believe that someone is supposed to be buried how they came to earth. They came with not the other hair, so they must go without the other hair.
N'enjala omuntu bw'aba nga yasiiga enjala nga yasiga cutex ku njala, baziggyako, bazikalakatako ne baziggyako. Kiba kitegeeza nti nga bwe wajja bw'olina okukola ki okugenda.
So even if you have the nail polish, or you've done your nails, they scrape off all the polish and all the nails you have, so that you're buried with you're buried with nothing. You go like how you came to earth. You came without the polish and the nails, so you go back without the polish and the nails. Okay, all right. So I just want to thank you very much for sharing in. Of course, you're with your host Stephen with An Hour with Steve. Okay, so let me just ask this question, then probably we shall be closing up with a few, stuffs. But do not forget, you're with Steve, An Hour with Steve, and we are getting to know about hairstyles and the life of being a hairdresser and all that. Yes, Madame Joyce. So, based on what you've been doing and what you've been carrying out, could it be that you've received some benefits around the job you've been doing, what you've achieved within this job of hairdressing?
Omulimu guno nakola ki gwa mulungi kubanga tusobola kusula njala, ate mulimu gwa mukono.
This job is a very good job because when you start working, you cannot sleep a day without having food, and it's a technical job.
Omuntu ne bw'aba tewasoma osobola okukola ate n'okukola n'okukusa bulungi nnyo.
Even if you've not gone to school or you've not studied to finish, you can do this job and you perfect it, and you do something that's very perfect.
kasitaba nga mundamu gwe nga olinamu ekyambalo kya art ne math osobolera ddala.
As long as you have an artistic hand, or if you're artistic and you're mathematical, you can do this job.
Wait a minute. So where does mathematics come with hairdressing?
Mulimu styles olina okubala.
Wow.
Tokola bukozi nti mulinamu styles z'obala.
So be very calculative.
There are some styles where you are required to calculate. You don't just do a hairstyle, but you have to calculate and make sure it's perfect.
So what's the calculation about? Is it about the head structure? Is it about the appearance? What? I'm looking for the mathematics. Okay.
Kati osobola okugamba nti ngenda kukola box 30.
Okay.
Zirina okubeera nga ziri 30. Okubeera nga kivaamu ate nga zonna zirina okuba nga zenkanankana. Nti box 30 ze ngenda okukola ate nga bw'okusiba 3 noga nti ngenda kuteeka mu box 30 ate zonna zirina okuba nga zenkanankana.
Take for instance, if you're plating box braids, you can decide to say I'm plating 30 boxes of braids, and you have to make sure they are all equal and they all fit in the budget of the customer.
I see mathematics, calculate the area, perimeter. Okay, all right. I think mathematics, so unto those that have not gone to school, it is God-given, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Omuntu ne baba teyagenda ku ssomero kiwanvu naye nga omuntu azaalibwa nga ekyambalo kirina nti ono asobola mathematics, ono asobola art, ono asobola science, ono asobola bintu byonna theory bwe bityo. Omuntu abeerako n'ekyasobola mu ye munda mu ye.
Okay.
Even though you've not gone to school, there are some mathematics. There is some mathematics that is in your genes that does not need you to be taught that mathematics. That mathematics is born within you. So that mathematics is the one you use when it comes to hairdressing.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm really enjoying this. Okay. The last but not being the least, what can you communicate to the young girls and women out there? What advice could you give to the young girl, the young generation to come? The ladies who are trying with life, they could be not plaiting hair. They could be doing other businesses, but what would you communicate to them, but starting with those doing hair?
Obubaka bwempa abantu bonna naddala bakyala be bamaama b'abaana be bagusa ggoolo z'abaana baabwe. Oba wadde omwami waali oba omwami taliwo, omukyala kimukakatako okulaba nti omwana gwazadde akola ki, abeera ne future ennungi, naye kennyini n'abeera ne future ennungi mu bulamu.
The mothers are the ones that fulfill their children's goal. If a child has a goal, they can go through their mothers to fulfill them, not compared to the fathers. So this job can help you with fulfilling your goal. Nze nteesa bwe nti omulimu gwonna eri omwana omuwala yenna oba eri omukyala yenna, togamba nti nze nzadde abaana 3 sisobola kugenda kusoma mulimu guno. Nedda, nze nagenda okusoma enviiri ng'olede nazaala abaana 2.
Yeah.
Ate nensoma enviiri nenzikola nezinyamba. Kati togwamu maanyi yadde oli eyo nga tewasoma nga tolina kyobadde okola beerako ekintu kyozuukusa mu bwongo obwo kyomanya nti kino bwenkikola nja kubeera n'obulamu obulungi.
This job is a very comfortable job. However much you have children, you can still do this job. You can still, even though you have children, just remember that no job is too small. I encourage you to, every job you are doing, just keep doing it. Just put in more effort. Don't say that I have children, I cannot do this job. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit yourself because you have children. Don't limit yourself because you're having anything. Just be passionate and keep pushing upon that job. Because me, when I went for hairdressing, I had 2 children, but I still pushed for what I wanted and I achieved a goal out of it.
Kyetagisa okubeera nga ffena mu nsi tukola, tekiri nti no omwami alina okukola omukyala talina kukola. Amaka geetaaga okubeera nga ffena tukwatira wamu.
It's not all about that only a man is supposed to work, but as a family we are supposed to work together so that we see our family is going on better.
Okay, thank you very much for that advice. What about the mothers? What do you encourage them in one minute? Say something to the mothers.
Bamama mwenna mbagala nnyo ate mulimu bamama abagamba nti bo okuweerera abaana tebakwatako, naye nga kiba kitukakatako ffenna abakyala okulaba nti abaana basoma.
To all the mothers, I love you so much. There are some mothers that say that it's not their mandate to take care of the children, it's not their responsibility, but to the mothers, it is a mandate for you to take care of your child and to see that your child is growing up well. It is your responsibility as a mother.
Okay, thank you very much. Could you say a word to Dr. Slater?
Nkwagala nnyo mukyala gwe, wankola bulungi nnyo.
I love you so much, Doctor. You really did me well. The last time I talked to you, it was really so nice.
Program eno nnungi era neebaza Katonda naawe nkwebaza kubanga osobodde okunonda nze Musumba Joyce okubeera nga mpa obujulizi bwange obwa hairdressing mu program eno. Mazima ddala neebaza nnyo.
This is really a nice program. I thank you, Pastor Joyce, I thank you so much for this program, and I thank you so much for choosing me to be part of this program. I'm really so blessed and glad to be part of it.
Yeah, so we have come to the end of this wonderful show. It has been an hour with Steve. Thank you for keeping up with us. We are still bringing you more stories about what people are doing in their lives. Why do they do what they do? What was the passion? What was the intention? Is it about money or it's also God-given? You know, lots of things I've learned from here. You know, you can be given your job by God. Because most people think people who do hairdressing, it can be given by God. But actually, I've just come to realize here it was prophetic, you know, unction that came, and then it was declared upon her, and she received that. So I think what you receive from God, it is still kept by God.
Yeah.
So what you're doing, please let it be in the hands of God. So we thank you, Dr. Slater, and all the viewers. Thank you very much, Madame Joyce. Thank you for coming.
You're
God bless you
welcome.
very much. And the interpreter, thank you very much. God bless you. I remain Steve with An Hour with Steve. Hello everyone, praise the Lord. This is SWAB Network Uganda, and we are so delighted to be with you guys, and we are so blessed that we are connecting with you all over. Today we are live from the offices of SWAB Network Uganda with our district ambassador, Pastor Brenda Damba, with our global director, Dr. T. Slater, and all the PRs in other countries. We send greetings to you, and we want to always tell you that wherever you are, if SWAB has not reached your country, I want you to know that we have got you covered. So as you see, we're here and just reaching out to see that, guys, we can greet on you, love on you, and just say blessings. We thank you, Mama, for blessing us and loving us, and seeing that the heart for women is really preached into the entire world, and just get to know how great they are. Of course, bringing them into their positions and into their original places, of them identifying that they're more than situations that they've gone through, they're more than the stories they've encountered as individuals. And it's really a great honor to just feel that every woman out there is really valued, on every story, because most people think that the story they have gone through, it doesn't count, it doesn't matter, but you brought into our spirits, and this has covered all of us. And we believe that Uganda is covering most of the regions and most of the women. We're going to see that God is going to move so greatly within the women, and we're really hoping to see how we can really reach out to very many women, and wherever you are, I want you to know that God has got you covered, and SWAB is fighting so that we can reach you out and you share your story with us. And I'm sure about one thing, that there is nothing God does not know about, and there is nothing that you went through that is in vain. Everything that you've gone through, God has, sorry about that. God has got you covered about that. And blessings unto you all. We shall be telling you the programs that we shall be doing, because we are coming live online with SWAB Network Uganda, and everyone out there, we've got you covered with whatever that's going to be happening with our district ambassador, Pastor Brenda Damba. Greetings to all PRs from different countries. We can speak of Nigeria, Kenya, Zambia, Mozambique, South Africa, UK, Pakistan, talk of India, and many other countries. And if we have not yet reached there, we have got you covered. Blessings. God bless you. We love you all.